Tonight myself and the team have come to the Leper Chapel in Cambridge. The chapel itself was part of a complex of buildings that served as a leper hospital for people in the nearby area suffering from leprosy. In 1279, the hospital stopped admitting new patients and eventually closed down, but to think how many people passed in here over the years suffering from this terrible disease. There's since been reports of ghostly sightings around the Leper Chapel. However, it's been really hard to track down any confirmed sightings or experiences people have had around here. So whether this is more sort of just local legend and talk, or whether there's any truth behind some of these sightings. Hopefully, being here tonight and doing a small investigation, we'll be able to find out.
Yeah, that's what I can see.
So we've just started filming just now. Is it Sophie and James?
Well,
It was these two.
Oh, you two?
Yeah.
Sort of what looked like a person over just outside the chapel.
I did see people over there a little while ago.
Whether they were, I don't know, real people or not.
I went.
You're not a
over
real
and-
person.
I went over and checked, and there's no one there now, so I. Time.
No, they must have just gone back inside the walls.
Go in the house, should we?
Huh?
You would have seen him go into the house.
I did.
Both Sophie and Dan believe they saw people walking in the field next to where the chapel is. There was a house nearby, so it is possible, although very unlikely, someone from there walked into the field. Unfortunately, the field wasn't open to public right of way, so we were unable to get in there and find out. Is it possible they could have seen some kind of ghostly apparition?
I've just had a bit of a weird idea. Maybe the reason we're not really feeling as much out here is because any of the people that have been in this area would have been inside there. So anyone who's died inside there, they wouldn't have been used to sort of coming in and out of here frequently. So possibly any energies that would still be here are sort of trapped in
But I
there.
don't know where the other buildings were though.
I reckon they're probably over here.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have thought the chapel itself would be attached to the other buildings.
No.
I thought that'd be a standalone building.
Yeah, they'd want to keep that separate purely for the fact of keeping it.
But
From
this is
being
why
contagious.
I'm thinking if we're going to try EVP and things like this, we should try it sort of by like the
Or by the
windows
front
and
door.
doors.
Is there anybody here with us that'd like to come and speak?
I think we'll get less noise pollution around the other side.
If there's anybody here with us, could you tell us your name, please? You admitted to the leprosy hospital. You admitted to the leprosy hospital.
I think it's going to be a bit tricky because there's the flag as well, making
It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
what they.
Just the whole area, a lot smaller than I thought it'd be. I thought there'd be like a bit out the back that's just kind of empty. If there's anybody here with us, can you give us a sign?
Tap on the glass. It's quite.
Yeah, again, problem.
We spent the next 15 minutes trying to capture EVP on our voice recorders or on camera, but had no success. It didn't feel especially atmospheric or unusual while we were there, so instead decided to walk around and see if we could pick up any electromagnetic anomalies. And sure enough, straight away, we had a massive spike on one of our EMF meters.
That is the first time I've ever had this particular EMF meter register anything.
That was going.
Walk around here again and see if it goes again.
Yeah. There we go.
Is it there?
It's
This isn't.
like even when you stand still,
How unusual.
it's really strange.
It's still registering a little bit. The needle's
Oh, yeah.
half
Yeah,
up.
This one isn't picking
So
anything up.
it's This is what makes me think it's something power orientated, because it's better, it's more close to
It's that, the amount, these are the same thing. And I think I've actually put this one on high sensitivity as well, it's not picking up anything there.
And I'll put that there. I'll have it at K2 here.
Yeah.
And we'll see if anything happens that can make them go off. Strangely enough, yours isn't registering, is it?
Yours, both of yours are picking
Yeah,
up.
that second one is.
If that's you, can you stop doing whatever you're doing, please?
Whoa.
And can you make them turn back on again?
Can you come back and stand near these 3 dots?
The needle's like half up.
It's wiggling up and down.
I'm just trying to work out what it could be.
Yeah, it is. The needle is wiggling.
I'm not really sure because if it was something that was actually like electrics, I think all 3 of them would be doing exactly the same thing. The fact that that one's now on 1, that one's half up, and that one's not even picking up at all, and that one's set to high sensitivity.
It's going again.
There we go.
Mine's off.
My phone's off as well.
Phones shouldn't affect my...
Oh, whoa. You're getting 3 on the...
But it's going up and down.
Fucking hell.
That's probably your phone, I'd imagine. But the other one doesn't. I've never had that
It's
get
off.
set off by phones.
It's off now.
You move away, please. Step back. Yeah, I'm not sure. It is unusual, but I'm just trying to work out
Trying to debunk what it could be.
what's round.
We tried to work out if there could be anything around us that could be setting off the meters. We waited for traffic to pass, but this had no impact on the readings. James accidentally had his phone turned on at the time, which can set off the K2 meter. However, after testing it, it had no effect on the other meter. Overall, we were unable to find any cause for the spikes in EMF we were receiving.
So when we first got here, it didn't really feel too like scary or odd or anything, but sort of after about spending 10-15 minutes here, it kind of started to get a bit weird and a bit creepy. But I mean, what happened over there was really odd and strange, but I definitely think there's not that much activity going on kind of thing. I definitely think it's a calm kind of situation.
Throughout the whole night, I've not really felt anything particularly strange anywhere. No strong feelings coming from anywhere. I personally didn't see anyone walk in the film, but Sophie and Dan did. Whether it was someone there, whether it was eyes playing tricks, it's not on camera, so we don't know 100% for sure what it actually was. As for the EMF meters going off, I'm kind of on the fence as to whether it's anything paranormal, whether it's natural. I've never seen EMF meters react like that to anything natural or paranormal. We did try our best to try and work out what it could be, what could be causing it. Didn't find conclusively, so that what happened down there with the EMF meters is just going to have to remain unexplained to us, and we weren't really able to find a true explanation for it.
Our visit to the Cambridge Leper Chapel had proven to be very quiet in a paranormal sense, with the only anomaly being unusually high EMF readings. After having some time to watch back the footage, I believe that we were picking up either power lines or a power source coming from a nearby house, and being in the centre of town with a busy road nearby, this seems a more plausible explanation. Despite not experiencing any paranormal activity, St Mary's Leper Chapel is a very beautiful sight, and may there still be some echoes of the past that do indeed repeat themselves from time to time.